Hi guys, in this video I am sharing the second project that we completed as a data analyst intern at Oasis Infopod. It is related to customer segmentation analysis. The aim of this data analytics project is to perform customer segmentation analysis for an e-commerce company. By analyzing customer behavior and purchases patterns, the goal is to group customers into distinct segments. This segmentation can inform targeted marketing strategies, improve customer satisfaction, and enhance overall business strategies. Here is the code of the second project. So I use a k-means clustering algorithm to complete this project, and in the previous post I already explained about what is clustering and what is k-means. So here I only describe the code. Our dataset had 2205 rows and 39 columns, and it is related to customers purchases behavior, and some other details about customer means how many kids in the customer home and how many teens, etc., and the marital status. Our dataset have no nominal value, you can easily see from here. So they are 38 integer column. Almost all the dataset have numeric, so it is a good indicator that we can perform segmentation easily on this dataset. So here are the descriptive statistics of all the columns. Let's start clustering with k-means algorithm. So I retrieve some important features that I want to fit in the model. In other words, that I train the model on that data. So here I apply the standard scalar function. It is a pre-processing technique that standardizes features by removing the mean and scaling to unit variance. This means it transforms the data so that each feature has a mean of 0 and a standard deviation of 1. In simple words, standard scalar function change the all column values into binary numbers 0 or 1. It is very important because if the values are high, then the efficiency of model become low. Then I fit the data into the model. So here is the main code of k-means, and in the for loop you can see the number of clusters is equal to k, and k is in the range function from 1 to 9. So it's mean we have set the number of clusters equal to 9, and the random state is equal to 42, means this controls the random number generation, and n is equal to I and it is equal to 10. This specifies how often the k-means algorithm that will run with the different random centroid initializations, and then I feed this data into the model, and here I plot a line chart, and by using elbow technique. The purpose of elbow technique is to see the best number of clusters that fit the model. So here you can see we have 3 or 4 where the elbow can be located, because I use the clusters number either 3 or 4, and after applying these I feel the 3 is better than 4, so the next all analysis are I done on 3 with 3 clusters. So here is the value of k is equal to 3. So here we give the testing data to our model and for prediction, and here we can see the first cluster have 1042 values, the second cluster have 609, and the last cluster have 554 values. PC stands for Principal Components Analysis. And Principal Component Analysis is a dimensionality reduction method that is often used to reduce the dimensionality of large data sets by transforming a large set of variables into a smaller one that still contains most of the information in the large set. Then I transform the dataset and drop the cluster column. And then I again deploy the k-means algorithm and set the number of clusters equal to 3 again, and apply the prediction function again. You know this error because I run this again, because this is telling us the cluster column is not in the data. Let's see the clusters into a scatter plot. Here you can see it starts representing the centroids. And centroid is the center of a cluster that represents the average location of all the data points assigned to a particular cluster. Here I try to see the distance of in between clusters, distance to centroid of each data point. And here in the box plot you can see the distance between data points and centroids. We have some outliers, and you can see the only one outliers affects the distribution of this cluster. Although we have various outliers in the second and third cluster, but these are not affecting like this one. But the distance is smaller. It is better. So here is a step of model convergence. Model convergence means it is the point where model reaches to their static position. In simple words, the model learns as much as possible from the provided data. Here our model learned in total 4 iterations. And next I again see the total number of values in each cluster. Then I group by each cluster with cluster column. It is very difficult to interpret these all. So because I plot a box plot again to see the total spending of customers or per cluster, total spending per cluster. And you can see that first cluster had total spending more than the other clusters. In other words, the first cluster customers purchases more products than other clusters customers. So total spending of the customer from the first cluster is very high than other clusters customers. And here I summarize the key features from clusters and group by each important feature by the cluster. Here we can see the income of first cluster customers is higher than other cluster customers, and the total amount spending is higher than other two. And the third cluster customers purchase more products by web than the other two, and the first cluster customers purchases products by using catalog, and so on. We can call the first cluster as VIP customers, second cluster as inactive customers, and third cluster as active customers. Second cluster we are calling as inactive because the frequency of their in the cluster are very lower than the other two clusters. So because I call it as inactive customers. For inactive customers, use email reminders, targeted discounts, etc. And active clusters and inactive customers have high monthly website visits, so improve the website UX and UI, offer faster checkout or offer free shipping. VIP customers and premier offers and early access to new products because the income of inactive customers is lower than other share discount offers with them. Also increase the number of stores and steps to enhance their look because most products are sold from there. So guys, here is the second project is successfully completed where we segment customers in different clusters by their purchasing patterns and behavior. Goodbye, see you next time.